Shorty starts screaming across me to the cop. Who the do you think you are? Why the hell are you asking us all these questions? What is this about? Boy, boy, I almost fainted. Boy, my whole life flashed. Oh my God. I said to myself, like, this is it. I'm going to jail. This is what it feels like. I'm getting locked up and I ain't did nothing at all. What's good, y'all? Welcome back to another video. It's your boy DDK, and today I'll be telling you guys the time where I almost thought I was going to jail. True story. Crazy story. So boom, it's like my junior year of high school, right? I'm probably like 16, 17 years old. Yeah, it's like junior year, and my pops had just got me this car. It was a 2006 Monte Carlo. It was all black, right? So he comes to me one day, and he was like, yo, from this day forward, once the street lights come on and once it's nighttime, you don't drive through the city of Butler. If you have to, you go, if you're not home yet, you go around the city through another city to get home. But by all means, don't go through the city of Butler once the street lights come on. And reason being, it was a it was a wild time for the city of Butler, the police department of Butler, so to say. You know, they had been caught racially profiling and targeting people, and some cops was even caught in their cars, squad cars, on duty, you know, masturbating and stuff. It was the wild, wild west in Butler. But anyways, he was like, yo, from this point on, you know what I'm saying? Nothing. I'm like, cool, bet. But, you know, it was this girl. It was this girl, you know, I met her at school. You know, I still remember her to this day. Yes, Lord. Yes, Lord. I'm not going to say her name, but I'm sure she's watching, and shout out to you. Hello. So, you know, she was in a situation where her parents were separated. She would, you know, her mother lived in Butler and her pops lived in Sussex. So any given night throughout the week, she could be in Butler, she could be in Sussex. To be honest with you, didn't matter to me what city she was in. Sussex, Butler, she could have been in Chicago for all I cared. It didn't matter to me. So, you know, one day I'm pulling up to, you know, Butler, and I pull up, and her mother's house is like on a dead end. So I pull up to the dead end, she come out, she get in the car. I bust a Yui, and I'm turning out the neighborhood. Yeah, bro, it was like a movie. As soon as I bust the Yui and started heading out the neighborhood, a cop pull in. So now I'm going this way, he coming the opposite way, right? He don't even get to the end of the dead end. As soon as my car passed his car, he busts a Yui, and his lights automatically turn on, right? So we pull over, and he come up to the window, and to this day, I don't even know what the cop looked like. I don't know his name. I don't know his badge number, because he just had the flashlight shining in my face. I'm in the driver's seat, right? So he like, how you doing, man? License and registration. So before I could even reach to get my license and registration, he's like, so, what are you guys doing? What do you guys got going on tonight? What is this? And it was like the way he said it, I remember, like, it was real, like, intrusive almost. But, you know, hey, I'm a law-abiding citizen, brother. I work with the police. I love the police. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, hey, you know, both of us, me and Shorty, we talking to him at the same time. We like, oh, you know, we about to go to McDo's. For those of you that don't know, McDo's is suburban slang for McDonald's. So we like, yo, you know, we about to go to McDo's. What's McDo's? I've never heard of that. We don't have anything around that like that around here. We like McDo's, like, as in McDonald's. Well, I've never heard anybody like, yeah, bro, like, sorry. So his energy is, like I said, is real, just aggressive, just off top, right? So he was like, you know, I'm just gonna be honest, man. He talking to me, but like I said, I can't see him because the flash is just, I remember just like squinting, like looking up. He like, you know, I'm gonna just be honest with you, man. Every other night or so, we get a call from, you know, neighbors in this neighborhood that, you know, they say they see a guy that looks like you, who is in a car that looks like this car, and you pull up and you pick up a girl, and a little white girl walks out. She gets in the car, and you guys pull off, and you drop her back off, you know, hours later. So, you know, we're just trying to figure out what's going on. What are you guys doing? So before I could even say anything, I kid y'all not, this was like a movie. Everything was moving in slow motion. Before I could even say anything, Shorty starts screaming across me to the cop. Who the do you think you are? Why the hell are you asking us all these questions? What is this about? Boy, I almost fainted. Boy, my whole life flashed. Oh my God. I said to myself, like, this is it. I'm going to jail. This is what it feels like. I'm getting locked up and I ain't did nothing at all. I couldn't believe my ears. I immediately looked at the officer. Listen, brother, I ain't, I'm just, he was like, no, we're good. We're good. I said, okay, all right. So now I go to her. I'm like, yo, like, relax. Like, no, because he trying to calm her down. Like, yo, just relax. I'm trying to figure out what's going on. The neighbors are worried. We don't know what's blah, blah, blah. So we kill that. Cool. Whew. So you get my license registration. Then he goes over there, looks over to her, and he's like, oh, so what's your name? She give him her name. What's your last name? Give him the last name. Well, how old are you? And she pop off again. What is this? This time I looked at her. I said, hey, okay, let's, you know what I'm saying? Let's realize where we at and, you know what I'm saying, what we all look like in this situation, all right? So she kind of, she felt my energy, saw my facial expression. So she like piped down, gave him her age. She asked her my birthday. And I just remember he asked her like 3-4 times, like, are you okay? Like, are you sure? Like, nothing's wrong? Like, are you guys just hanging out? You guys are friends? It was just real, yeah, that. You know what I'm saying? Eventually, he come back to the car and he give me my stuff and he handed it back to me. And, at this point, I'm going to be honest, like, the night was shot. So, like, me and her already had a conversation, like, yo, like, let's just try a different night. We up the street from your house, not even 20 feet away from your house. Like, she had already, like, I'm just go back to the crib and we'll try it again. Cool. So the cop comes to the door. He's like, all right, what'd you guys say you guys were going to do it again tonight? So we was going to go to McDonald's, but I'm going to just let her out and go back home. Oh, why? I thought you guys had a whole night planned. He was real intrusive. Like, this 100% true story. He's like, why? I thought you guys had a whole night planned. You said that you were about to. And I'm like, well, yeah, man, you kind of. He's like, I didn't mean to ruin your night. I said, it's ruined, sir. It's ruined. There's nothing you can do about it now. Okay? He's like, oh, well, man, my bad, man. Just at this point, Shorty is about to get out of the car. So he looked at me. He was like, my bad, man. I'm sorry, dude. Just have a good night, I guess. You guess? I'm gonna have a good night after this. You know what I'm saying? Oh, like I said, man, in these stories that I give you, it's a lot of life lessons. Number one, listen to your parents. Listen to your father. I wouldn't have been in that situation if I wouldn't have been going through Butler during nighttime, which is exactly what my pops told me not to do. And number two, if you ever get into a situation where, you get stopped by the police, just do what they ask you to do, bro. Don't make a scene. Don't do too much. Just do what you got to do so everybody can go home. It's not that serious. But if you enjoyed the story, like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what you think. I'm out.
Back on the beat.